Americans who rely on the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, also referred to as food stamps, will be cut off from those benefits. NewsNation national correspondent Mills Hayes is live in Chicago to help us walk through this. Mills, there are so many Americans who rely on those benefits, and starting today, many in Illinois and other places could lose those benefits.
That's right, Nick. Illinois is one of a few states that will start seeing people lose these benefits. And Illinois state officials say that up to 150,000 people could lose their benefits starting today. And this is all a part of one big, beautiful bill that passed last July. It put stricter work requirements in place for people applying for SNAP benefits. And the new rules mean that adults up to 64 years of age without young children now have to log 80 hours of work, volunteering, or schooling per month. And that also includes veterans and people experiencing homelessness, which is a change as well. And food banks across the country say that they are preparing for an increase in demand.
To see increase in people coming to receive food, it can put a burden on us. People who normally wouldn't use pantries because they could use their SNAP benefits. They prefer to do it that way. Will have to now come to the food pantry. And that might see us having to limit it to families that are already clients that have been coming here for years.
Feeding America says that for every 9 meals that SNAP provides to families, that they only provide about 1 meal. So you can see that the food banks are seeing a strain and also dealing with higher grocery costs as well, Nick.
Mills, you talked about these changes going to effect in Illinois. Where else?
Well, starting today, people could start losing benefits in Ohio and Nevada as well as Illinois. Each state is different in how they have implemented these changes. Some have already done it. Others have put exemptions in place, and those exemptions are starting to expire. Now, next up is California and New York. People could start losing benefits there come June. And supporters of these changes say that it really supports people working. It increases people going out there and getting jobs, and it also reduces fraud. While critics argue that people who need this assistance will lose out on it because the work requirements are too difficult to comply with, and also the documentation of it is difficult as well. So in the past year, since this one big beautiful bill was passed, there are about 4 million fewer people that are receiving SNAP benefits. And just new yesterday, the House passed their version of the Farm Bill, and it now allows people receiving SNAP benefits to buy hot rotisserie chicken. Previously, they would only be allowed to buy cold chicken. So it does increase the kinds of food that they're able to get. But of course, we know that there is an effort to restrict sugary drinks and sweets as well. And some states have already implemented changes there as well. Nick?
Mills, will definitely have to check back in a couple of months to see how this all shakes out for those who need those benefits. Mills Hayes, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.